My name is Black Rose, and I am a Smash Brothers commentator aspiring to be a esports commentator for other games as well. I guess I'm not sure how to start this, but I am in shock in what's going on now in the Smash community. Like, it snowballed heavily throughout not even a couple of days, in a few hours. Everything just exploded, and I'm kind of in a weird state of shock, and I guess just still rethinking if I still want to be involved as far as going to events and stuff anymore. Um, but I mean, this is a lot to take in, and I'm sure for everybody, this is a lot to take in. I guess to start off, from where I'm coming from, I just have this weird feel, just this weird need to just reach out, just talk about it, get things out. I was just so upset, confused, with everything that's been going on. Um, it started off with our local area, just pinpointing down people being courageous enough to come out and express their issues and problems that they've had with other players in the community. And then from there, it kind of started to just expand and expand and expand. And we're where we're at today. These people that have done terrible actions to other people, especially when it's going to sexual assault and pedophilia, I am happy that all of these guys are getting exposed. I really am. And I really feel that this is a tough time, but it's a good time for us to move forward and hold on to better standards in regards to how we run events and how we respond to complaints. And definitely we can build a better support system for each other. So I feel that even though this is a really dark time, there's always a light at the end. It's going to be a lot of work, I feel. And I feel like people are going to look to figureheads to try to fix the problem, but the problem isn't going to be fixed with, one or two people alone. It's a whole community effort, and I feel like everybody in the community needs to join in on this and do their part. Actions of everyone in the community speak louder, and I feel like if everybody does their part, the Smash community will be a much more better place for us. I started the Smash community, being involved in it during late Brawl times. This is when, I believe, a year or two later, Smash 4 would be released. I was involved in the Smash community when I met my boyfriend, my current boyfriend, still 8 years and going, which I'm really thankful uh, and appreciative of, because I'm sure he has been keeping me safe from a lot of these events. And I really, really feel like if I wasn't in a relationship at the time, I feel that I probably would have been experiencing maybe a lot of what these other people have been experiencing. And I'm thankful that he's kept me safe. And I feel for those that weren't able to have that kind of guardian like that to keep them safe, because all they wanted, was just to have fun at these events and everything. And I was fortunate enough to have someone like him in my life to keep me safe from a lot of things. Small bio of me is I started to get more involved in Smash when I went to my first CEO. My boyfriend took me to my first CEO, and I was literally like I was so entranced and I was so excited about it that it literally drew me in to go to more tournament events. Like, I literally had the time of my life. Like, that was life changing for me. And I wanted to, be more involved in that, in the FGC, like in just Smash in general, especially since my boyfriend is a competitive player. So I would always be there to root for him and to support him and, like, be a part of uh, just the Smash life in general. When Smash 4 came out, I was really excited. I wanted to take my hand into actually playing the game seriously. I really wanted to just be involved, just be more and more and more involved. And I wanted to be able to not only support my boyfriend's competitive play and support by going to events and stuff like that. I also wanted to support by also being involved in the community. I'm the type of person that likes to bring entertainment to people, and I really, really do love watching intense and hype matches, and I just enjoy just that high and feel that I get when I watch really close matches or um, never before seen advanced tech that happens, like on screen and stuff like that. Like, it's really exciting. I wanted to be able to express my excitement too, so uh, I decided to go into commentary. um, and CFL SmackDown, I will always remember, the first day I commentated, I reached out to Schrader, and I literally just posted, "Hey, do you need a commentator? I can try." And little did I know that after that day, I would be commentating at pretty big events, actually. I enjoyed myself a lot, and I've gotten a lot of opportunities to commentate at big events such as Smash the Record, CEO Dreamland, Come to Papa as well. I've been a part of, a lot of big events, and I am thankful for those opportunities that I have been given as a commentator. But I did feel that towards the end of Smash 4, I did feel the community vibe and energy kind of shift in an awkward direction. Regardless, going to these events and everything, I've had amazing opportunities. And with those opportunities, I was able to network with great people, such as, such as most notably, uh, D1, big commentators like that I looked up to. I wanted to be a really great commentator. I wanted to be able to entertain and to bring in just really great content. I feel that some magical force was keeping me away from being heavily involved or heavily, I guess, pushed into a lot of these big events and just in commentary overall. I kind of faded away once Ultimate came out. Regardless, I mean, like, I looked up to a lot of these people, and when it came to going to my first big event, which I believe my first actual big commentary event was Smash the Record. And that was the year that it was in Orlando, or in Kissimmee, Florida. But what I'm in total shock is that concerning the situation with D1, I really did look up to D1 as a role model as far as commentary goes, because whenever I thought of Smash, immediately D1 would pop in my head. He really made a huge, I guess, impact for me to strive to be better, especially when I would watch a lot of his commentary. That a lot of his commentary did inspire me to become a better commentator myself. One, I actually reached out to him for advice on, how I could become a better commentator and stuff like that. And, he was very nice, of course, no, very nice, cool guy. He told me, like, yeah, just send me your VODs, da da da, like, we could always go over them so I can give you some pointers, da da. Like, I thought it was really cool and awesome, that someone like him would help someone like me to improve in my commentary. So, you know, like I was really excited, you know, and uh to know that at that event, you know, knowing what knowing now what transpired there, it kind of like makes me feel kind of, I guess, unsettled. I don't want to say disgust, but because it's such a harsh word, but I mean, like looking back at it now, it's like holy shit. Like wow. That's that's crazy. You know, like I literally was talking face to face to this guy that probably, you know, was involved in that act like afterwards, after the fact that it happened. You know, like I looked up to this person for advice and for, I guess, guidance and pretty much a role model. And in all of this, you know, during my commentary career, and to know that someone like him did something like that, it's really shocking, to be honest. Like even if you're intoxicated or not, like, you know, it's still terrible just to act itself like that. That's still, Jesus. I can't even find words. Like it's just, it's it's insane, man. Like it's crazy to even see even more accounts later on that he's been involved in. It's like it's it's insane. We have people like this that are figureheads in the community, and that needs to change. That really does. You know, because having them up as a figurehead, you know, kind of pushes it as, oh, well, if I can make it to the top, then I can do things like that too, and it'll be okay, and nothing's gonna happen to me. And it's like, I feel like a lot of people in the Smash community, and I've noticed this since towards the middle of Smash 4, a lot of people kind of have that top player privilege mindset, or that top privilege mindset where they feel like because they're top player, or if they're a very important figurehead, if they're top commentator, whatever, you know, they can do whatever they want. You know, like they can pretty much control everything. You know, they can make decisions and they won't have any repercussions for them. You know, they can take over things and be like, they're essentially mini gods in this whole thing. And there's a lot of players that carried that demeanor. Like there are players that, you know, that wouldn't talk to other people unless you were a notable player or unless you were a top player. And I felt like that in itself is very toxic, and I feel that that kind of mentality also feeds into all of this abuse that's been going on, both well, both sexually, mentally, everything. You know, I have seen uh, a lot of Smash players kind of scan girls out. I've seen a lot of girls kind of uh, get a little uncomfortable around a lot of Smash players, just because of how they would look at them, or aggressively approach them, you know, like trying to get their attention, talk to them and stuff like that. And it's like that's not okay. And I feel like a lot of females just take it and just kind of desensitized, or became desensitized to it because of just how often it happens. And I feel like I feel like it kind of became like a norm thing, but it shouldn't have to feel like a norm when females are constantly getting harassed and over sexualized or catcalled, or you know, like it's insane. With Cinepi, I was very shocked, I guess you can say shocked. I didn't know how to feel because I didn't know too much about her, other than her casting, as far as from what I've seen in small clips and most notably at Evo. It was a little bit off-putting knowing that she pretty much engaged in pedophilia, and you know, seeing the video, you know, seeing the testimony that came out, which again, I appreciate every single person that's coming out and bring out those testimonies, and every person that's coming out there trying to downplay them or say that they're only doing this just for attention, or saying that, you know, they're lying or whatever. You know, like, you guys need to fuck off, because something like that really does something psychologically to a person. And I feel that if they really wanted the attention, or really wanted to, you know, just kind of be in the spotlight, they would have done it a long time ago if that was the case. So for these people to come up during this time to reach out, to bring awareness, and to try to bring justice in their own hands, and to spread out what they've been through, I really commend you guys. It's very difficult to come out to something like that, especially when your abuser was somebody that you looked up to, someone that you trusted, especially if you've been manipulated. Like, that's something that's really hard to just sit down and put into words, and to relive those moments, and then to post and hope for the best, you know, hope that people will listen to your plea. So I really commend everybody that's been coming out regarding this. Keep it coming, because we need to pinpoint every single person that's been doing this, and we need to set those people straight, you know. But regarding this, you know, Cinepi, I was kind of a little bit, you know, so I was like, okay, you know, like, I don't know her that much, but you know, that really sucks. Knowing that someone like her, which from what I've saw in videos and stuff like that in the past prior to this, I mean, like, I thought, you know, she was probably just a very chill, outgoing person. Even in her streams, you know, like, I felt like she was a really chill, cool person, you know, someone that's cool to talk to, very outgoing. But I mean, seeing that's insane. Like, we have, it's not only hard for females to make a presence, an appropriate presence at that, in a community, but it's the fact that, like, that's what she's doing, or what she did, you know, that kind of takes a blow on us, you know, because not only is our males more notably known to be predators, you know, like, she kind of highlighted that, you know, females can do the same thing too. Females can be predators. And I think that's a misconception that a lot of people have, is that males are the only ones that are predators, while females aren't really a predator themselves. They won't go towards that kind of action, but it does happen. She psychologically messed up a person, and that's not cool, man. That's really upsetting and disgusting. Those parents let their child go to an event assured that it would be a safe place to be. And a lot of parents are slowly opening up to having their kids go out to these events, especially Smash events, because of the positiveness that comes out of it. And it's like, all of that's coming out, that's kind of damaging that trust with not only younger people that are going to these events, but then also that's destroying trust with parents as well, allowing their kids to go to these events by themselves, hoping that, you know, that the friendships and the circle that they're in, you know, keeps them protected. You know, so that trust there is going to be a bit shaky for a bit, you know. Like, I feel like a lot of parents are going to be apprehensive with putting their kids out at these events. I feel like we'll probably see a lot more kids being accompanied by parents at these events. I really feel that that's what's going to happen. But I mean, to be honest, I feel like when it comes to having younger kids, I really feel like parents should be there, you know? Parents should be walking side by side with their kid, knowing what they're doing and stuff like that. They may feel like it's uncool, but at the end of the day, I mean, like, they are protecting you. Like, they're protecting your your mental health, they're protecting your physical health, they're protecting just you overall, just making sure that you're safe. So if any kid that's currently with a parent, going to their locals or going to any big events and stuff like that, like, give your parent a goddamn hug, because most parents will just drop their kids off and that's it. But for parents to kind of be or insert themselves in their kids' lives and these events and stuff like that and be there for them, I commend them, because that does take a lot. Because not only are you having to supervise your kid, but as a parent, you're also looking around your surroundings constantly, making sure that your kid is perfectly safe and fine, especially like if they were to go off somewhere, or if, like they were going off stage or something for a match or whatever. Like, they're constantly looking and being alert around their surroundings, just to make sure that you have a great experience, to make sure that, that you're safe and no one's gonna put their hands on you and stuff like that. So, definitely, like, if you're a kid who has a parent that comes out to events with you, give them a hug, like, say, like, mom, dad, thank you for keeping me safe. Regarding the Nairo situation, that one kind of broke my heart, to be honest. Nairo, it is such a huge figurehead in the community. It's insane. Like, the charisma he has, the excitement he has, his history, his Smash history, as far as being just this amazing top player, his performance and everything, his successes, even his Twitch streams and his events, or his Smash tournaments, Naifu Wars. Like, he created such an amazing safe haven for people, as far as Smash goes and entertainment. And I felt like a lot of people connected with him and really, really looked up to him. And like, Nairo was just such a very cool and collective guy. Nairo, for him to do what he did, I mean, he should have had more common sense, I feel, in that situation. But I mean, what's done is done, but I'm glad that he's stepping down and he's taken the time to step down to fix himself. I really, really do commend that, because not most people will take that action. But I really do appreciate that he's literally stepping down to fix himself and to make sure that something like that never happens again, which is great. But at the end of the day, he still did what he did. So whatever repercussions comes his way, he needs to be prepared for that. Regarding Keitaro, I'm actually even more in shock with Keitaro, because I actually enjoyed Keitaro. I love his charisma and energy and stuff like that, and a lot of his commentaries. And again, like, I'm so upset that a lot of the commentators I looked up to are involved in such just involved in these inappropriate sexual acts. And it's like, it's like, why? Like, you just have to sit down and question yourself, like, why did you do this, or why did you allow this to happen? Why didn't you have enough control? His story, reading it, there were so many opportunities where he could have just backed off, so many opportunities where he could have just not let it happen, not do it, not let it happen. And I mean, I commend him, though, for being upfront about it, and I appreciate that. I really do. I still feel like he shouldn't have gone as far as he did with it. It should have stopped immediately, right before, things got really, really intense. And I feel like he had all the power to stop that, but he didn't. So at the end of the day, that comes to self-control. He had all the power to stop it and he didn't, unfortunately. All of this is just insane. It's a lot to take in. Like, I couldn't sleep, man. Like, I was just so upset, like, this community that I wanted to be a part of and be involved in just ended up turning to shit. And it's like a lot, it's scary that a lot of sexual abusers and psychological abusers are coming out. You know, people are coming out and exposing them, and it's it's a lot of people. It's alarming that it's a lot of people that have been experiencing a lot of these things at these smash events. And I've thankfully, you know, I've had my boyfriend to keep me safe from that. I have experienced very sexual approaches as well at these smash events. um, most notably at CEO Daytona, the first CEO Daytona. When I went to the game room, I was really excited because they had a DDR machine, and I was so hyped. And this was when I went through my big weight loss. So, you know, I had all this energy and I was just really excited. My boyfriend and I, we scoped the venue just to make sure, like, we know where things are. And then he was in the main hall. I told him that, hey, you know, like, I'm gonna go to the game room and play some Dance Revolution. He's like, okay, that's fine. You know, like, just be careful. I'm like, yeah, I will. You know, like, he's just making sure I'm safe. Da da da. Okay, cool. I go over there. I play. And on my way there, you know, like, it was fine. But on my way back after my session, you know, like, I'm a bit sweaty. You know, I go in the bathroom to clean up a bit. So I just wanted to check up on my boyfriend. And when I went over, I literally, the walk normally is like normally like a 5 minute walk. That walk took me about 15 minutes because I kept getting stopped by a lot of people. A lot of people. Like, I kept getting stopped by guys, and they weren't even from the Smash community. Like, they were just from the regular, you know, like, from the FGC community overall. You know, like, I would get stopped by people. Like, I got catcalled. I was getting scanned over. I had one guy stop me, you know, saying like, "Oh, uh, you know, what is a queen like yourself doing by yourself, walking around uh, this big venue?" And I'm like, you know, I'm over here like, dude, like, I don't fucking know you. Can you not? Thankfully, I wasn't physically touched, but I mean, people were getting really close. Like, a lot of guys were getting really close in my face, and I was getting really just really frustrated because I was just getting stopped non-stop, just getting catcalled, and people making comments and stuff like that. You know, like, I did get a lot of comments like, "Oh my god, you know, like, I love your hair," or "I like this, da da da," you know, like, which is great and all, you know, like, I was like, "Oh, thank you," you know. But then I got a lot of, you know, like, just inappropriate comments as well. um but I've been kind of desensitized to that, I guess. I don't take it too seriously, especially since with my history of going to conventions as well. I have experience at these anime conventions where I have been um, scanned and looked at, and especially in my cosplays, of course, I've been inappropriately looked at, or I've been touched inappropriately. I felt like I got desensitized to that, and I just kind of just dealt with it and took it and then kind of brushed it off. Um, but, you know, like, a female just overall shouldn't have to make something like that a norm in their lives, you know? But uh, I've been scarily close to a lot of sexual abuse, and, you know, I've always had some, I feel like I always had some higher power or a guardian there to protect me from all of these things. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that. It's still not okay, you know. It's still not okay. But I really do appreciate everyone that's been going out and reaching out and telling their stories to everyone. And like I said, keep those stories coming, because this is what we need. And I just wanted to say, you know, like, if you need a place to go to, you know, if you need someone to talk to, if you need to just have a place to be, to kind of keep safe, you know, just reach out to me. I have a Discord, I have a Twitch, I have obviously my Twitter. You know, like, you can definitely come confide in me, talk to me. If you just need somebody to just listen, like, even if you don't expect a reply, just somebody to listen, I will be there for you. You know, I've helped a lot of people in the past. Like, if there's anything that anybody needs, you know, like if there's anything that you guys need, please, please, please don't be afraid to reach out to me. I will be there for you. If you just want to hop in, you know, like on my streams just to be a lurker, just to chill, just to have, you know, like some sort of positivity, you know, definitely stop by my streams. I will be there, because abuse, sexual abuse, does coincide with mental health. And I feel that when it comes to mental health, that is such an important thing in a person's well being. You have no idea. Like, it's such a strong thing. I wouldn't be here today, or be here, you know, sane and everything, and, you know, like have the confidence actually to make this video, you know, without the support that I have, as far as my stream, their support, and also the support from my boyfriend as well too. You know, he is an like he is the best support system that I have in my entire life. Like, he is literally, you know, like everything for me. So, you know, he's been so supportive, always there for me. Like, he's been protecting me through all these events. Like, all these events, he's always been by my side, always making sure that I am safe, you know, like always making sure that, you know, like I am not experiencing any of these crazy things that's been happening. You know, I'm just very thankful I have such a good support system by my side. I just wanted to make this video to just express my feelings. I didn't have a script or anything. Everything was like just coming from the heart, because I feel like if I were to write a script, it wouldn't be as genuine. But I wanted to make this so that it just came directly from the heart and directly from my feelings for this. So, you know, I still want to be a part of the Smash community. You know, I'll still commentate here and there, but I feel like it doesn't feel the same anymore. It really doesn't. And I feel like the Smash community as a whole, we can take these experiences and take what's happening now and use it to change it for a better future, for not only for ourselves, but for the next gen that comes by, and of course for future generations that comes by as well. I hope that everyone reflects back on this. You know, like, I really hope that we can all come together and make a change for ourselves. So this is Black Rose, and I will see you guys later.